Heroes Like Us is a series intended at sharing comic book characters from various backgrounds and identities. We won't always get everything right, so feel free to make amendments and corrections in the comments. They're always appreciated. What's not appreciated, however, is any form of hate speech or intolerance, so comments of that nature will be immediately deleted and those users blocked from this channel. This is a place of education and celebration. Welcome to I'm Your Target Demographic, and welcome to Heroes Like Us. This is the series where we look at a identity and then superheroes or supervillains that share that identity. Today we are talking about Russian characters. Now we've already done one video about this, but we're doing a second one because the Black Widow movie is coming out, and so a lot of people are interested in her kind of supporting cast of characters and other heroes that appear in those storylines. So this is a Marvel-only, Russian-focused Heroes Like Us. So let's dive in and see who we can find. Aside from Natasha, we have a second Black Widow, Yelena Belova from Marvel Comics. In Moscow, we have this thing called the Red Room Academy, an espionage training facility that produced spies like the Black Widow. Well, she wasn't the only one, so we also have characters like Yelena, recruited as an orphan and trained to be a deep cover operative all around the world. She has a turbulent history with the Black Widow that we know, Natasha, as Yelena has stolen her identity, tried to kill her, been killed by her, and even had Natasha impersonate her to infiltrate a group of villains called the Thunderbolts. Like the other Black Widows that were all trained here, Yelena has no superhuman abilities, naturally, but she excels at hand-to-hand combat and uses a weapon called a Widow's Bite, one of them attached to each wrist. Yelena is set to appear in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, played by Florence Pugh in the movie Black Widow. Up next we have the Red Guardian, Alexi Shostakov from Marvel Comics. In the comics, Alexi is a Soviet Union pilot, recruited into the KGB. At that time, he was actually married to a famous ballerina who hadn't yet become the Black Widow, Natasha Romanova. While on a mission, the KGB decided he was going to go into training to become a legacy character, the Red Guardian, an equivalent to the United States and Captain America. He fought both against and with characters like the Avengers for a long time. More recently, Alexi was revealed to have taken on the mantle of Ronin, a masked character that had several incarnations, including Hawkeye. In the movie Black Widow, Alexi appears to be a much older character, serving as a father or father-like figure to Natasha and Yelena, played by David Harbour. Now let's talk about Vanguard, Nikolay Krillenko. This is a Russian mutant who joined the same program that trained Alexi, and first took on the name Vanguard, before eventually claiming the Red Guardian title himself. His mutant ability is an energy field that repels all kinetic and electromagnetic energy. As a young man, he had to cross his signature hammer and sickle to activate this power, but eventually he just learned to use this protective ability without those items. Nikolay had a sister, who was also a mutant named Yelena, who went by the name Darkstar, who was able to tap into the extra-dimensional energy called the Dark Force, which is the same energy harnessed by the hero Cloak from the duo Cloak and Dagger. She can tap into this energy to create constructs, teleport herself, or fly. Up next, we have a character called Ursa Major, Mikhail Ursus. Mikhail is another Russian mutant with the ability to transform at will into a brown bear, while retaining his intelligence and the ability to speak. He's fought both with and against Russian forces, often rebelling against them and being locked up for his insubordination. He was recently brought out of isolation to serve on the roster of what's called the Winter Guard, though his anger and newfound alcoholism makes him an unreliable hero. Now lastly for this video, we have the character Kraven the Hunter, Sergei Kravenov. Kraven is a hunter, as his name says, obsessed with finding the biggest and fiercest prey to hunt on, looking for trophies. He began without supernatural abilities, but began to supplement his natural state with potions, giving him improved speed and strength and extending his natural life. While usually a villain, he was recruited in the 1950s to serve on a version of Nick Fury's Avengers. This, of course, didn't last long. Eventually, in a more modern era, Kraven sought out another big trophy, the Spider-Man Peter Parker. He often hunted Spider-Man either alone or as part of a group such as the Sinister Six. When he wasn't focused on Spider-Man, he hunted other beings such as the anti-hero Venom. He often worked with his half-brother Dmitri, who went by the name Chameleon. Since he was an illegitimate son, he was treated as an embarrassment and always was second to Kraven. Dmitri was a master of disguise, using masks and makeup to appear as others, which is how he earned the name Chameleon. He eventually became incredibly evil, using his disguises to appear as world leaders and try to start global conflicts or acts of terrorism. So there you have it, another batch of heroes and villains with Russian backgrounds. Hopefully you found this interesting. If you want to check out the first video, you can find it here. Otherwise, let me know if there's any characters we missed, and we will definitely include them in future videos. Thanks for watching.